So, I just got done watching this movie, Weird Al's UHF. Now, this movie's about a guy with an overactive imagination named George Newman, who basically gets a TV station his uncle had that was on the verge of going bankrupt for multiple years, and turns it into a true success. Now, here are some spoilers for the plot. It turns out that they have to raise $75,000 because the network of Channel 8, which is the channel they're competing against, doesn't like how big their shows got. So they have a day and a half to raise the money. And will they? Well, watch the movie to find out. I love this movie. I'm going to be upfront. I loved watching it. All the characters in this movie were really fun to watch. I love talking. I love all of them. I love watching George. I love watching Bob. I love watching Terry. Even Fletcher, the guy who runs Channel 8, is just so delicious, delightfully evil. I love watching it. Now, of course, it's a comedy, so what type of movie would a comedy be without jokes? Besides the original Clerks. The jokes in this movie were absolutely hilarious most of the time. Like, they had these really good commercial parodies, like, this guy's like, I'm crazy! And he has, like, this car salesman, and he's just saying, if you don't buy a car within the next hour, I'm gonna club this baby so you lock, I'm crazy! I'm the type of demented person who got a laugh out of that. And also to other really surrealist things to watch. Like, I remember there was one joke in the movie that was like, Weird Al's character George Newman held a talk show, and it showed things like, lesbian Nazis get abducted by UFOs and forced into weight loss programs. It's just so weird. I loved watching it. Then there was, of course, Michael Richard as Stanley, and I loved Stanley in this movie. Stanley got to run, like, this kids show, basically. It was called, like, Stan Serene's Clubhouse. And after, George runs it. And George just does this really awful, he's the only one clearly caring about it, and even near the end of the time where he runs it, he clearly doesn't care. So Stanley goes in and he just revolutionizes it, and creates all this really surreal stuff. I loved watching it. It contained like some of the funniest jokes in the movie. So yeah, the writing here in this movie is just great. I loved it. As for the acting here was great. All the characters have this really, especially Stanley, have this really enthusiastic, hey guys, we're in UHF! Roll to them, and it really works, and even when people like, Al are forced to be negative, Weird Al, he's the guy who played George, then you could still feel it. It felt really good to watch. It felt really, like they were all really trying. The cinematography is really good. I love looking at it. Everything in this film looks great. The soundtrack's just great as well. Just everything about this movie was great. I highly recommend it. This is one of the greatest comedies I think I've seen in a long time. I'm not going to say it's better than Clerks 2, but it's definitely on the same level as Clerks 2. So I highly recommend this. UHF's a great movie. I'm Cipro Joe, and good night.